Hey friendos, my name is Nez and welcome back to Monster Camp. We're back with yet another secret ending, but first we have an update on our Darkest Timeline saga. So apparently, us at the official Discord have been banging our heads against the wall since release trying to get the Darkest Timeline plotline to work, under the false assumption that it was working in the first place. That's right friendos, the item was bugged and not actually working. And after sending out our bounty the other day and getting a result just a couple hours later, we were told that the item wasn't working in the first place and the people that did get to see the secret ending just data mined it. We all thought people were able to access it since launch, but apparently that wasn't the case. So yours truly, chaotic dumbass me, not only sent out a cash bounty and paid it for information on how to unlock the secret ending, when it was never meant to be as hard as it was. I paid out a cash bounty for a bug plotline that was super easy to solve in hindsight. What the fuck? Anyway, now that the cat's out of the bag, the devs actually politely asked us to save covering it for later on so we wouldn't be spoiling the game's biggest secret on YouTube way too early. Although bets are off if someone else makes a video about it first. And with that covered, let's go play another round of Monster Camp. We'll be romancing Calculester. Let's play! 1 player. Short game. Ah, Camp Spooky, the stage of some of our dearest summers. Back then, we were young and unafraid. With school far away, everything seemed possible as the sun embraced us on our way to camp. Summer has that distinct power, doesn't it? You live for the days while the nights inebriate you with the possibilities. It's like life could take a turn at every corner. And for us it did. Who are you? Let's play as Blue.
Fully charged and ready to camp.
There we go, getting some random accessories. And one might say that Monster Prom hardened us in the highs and lows of love. But no, in love we're always absolute beginners. And summer camp was no different. No one talked about it, but the idea of summer camp loomed over our heads. Close to the last day of camp, there was a meteor shower happening, just 3 weeks away. Everyone knew that if you were into someone, you were going to watch that damn thing together. And so a silent yet powerful pressure invaded us. It was the Monster Prom all over again. Everything seemed uncertain, everything but one thing. Whoever we were asking on a meteor shower date, it was probably going to be one of the 6 coolest people on the bus. Joy Johnson Jojima, badass witch who wanted to chill after saving the world countless of times. A Ravi Mishra, hot-headed adventurer who possessed a curse who turned out to be the most annoying roommate ever. Calculester Hewlett-Packard 1.0, a library computer had become a sentient robot ready to experience life to its fullest. Dahlia Kino, a buff blue demon and warmonger who had set her sights on conquering summer next. Damon LeVay, a fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. And Milo Belladonna, Death Reaper doubling as an internet influencer and who was profoundly in love with life and all of its earthly pleasures. The bus trip was long and all of summer could be shaped by the very first step well taken. And so it was clear. It all came down to breaking the ice and causing a good impression with the right person. Time to break the ice. Which book would you take to a deserted island? A microwave manual. The Little Very Angry Prince. Famous Last Words. The Art of War. Interview with a very sexy vampire. Or Guide to Speedrunning Life. My microwave manual. Because we will be romancing Calculester. What a coincidence, Nez! My favorite book is also your microwave manual. You always buy the most interesting appliances. My other favorite book is your blender warranty agreement. I was just reading it now actually. Did you know you can save up to 85% on repair costs if you buy the warranty within the first 30 days of purchase? Why don't we peruse it together on the way to camp? Why yes we should, Cal! Anyway, we had 3 weeks left to woo our crushes and conquer their hearts. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Back to Camp Spook, here we go! Week 1, morning. Where do we hang out? Let's go to the Haunted Manor. You go into the Haunted Manor with a group, only to immediately split up once you get inside, as is customary. You quickly get lost and have no cell signal, but in a stroke of genius, you follow the signs to the Haunted Manor's Lost and Found to wait for your friends to pick you up. You find all sorts of cool knickknacks while you wait. Some bloody gloves, a haunted iPod that only plays Thriller by Michael Jackson, a totally normal Furby that still manages to be the creepiest thing in there. And at the bottom of the box you even find 2 boldness. Yoink, who in the right mind would throw that away? And later, you meet up with Calculester so you could use his body to detect spooky ghosts. At first, I was skeptical of your scheme to use my hot little electrical chassis as an EMF ghost detector, friend Nez. But I now find it is quite enjoyable. The electrical disturbances emitted by ghosts affect my circuitry much like I imagine your organic drugs do. I am giddy. Wait, so Cal gets high around ghosts? That's some interesting new lore. Hold on, I have detected a rather strong ghost signal. It appears this one is not even attempting to avoid discovery. Did someone say drugs? Ah, yes, of course. Now we know why. Yes, it was me. Hello, friend Polly. I'm also here. The two founding members of the Prankmasters, together here in the same place at the same time? What an innocent coincidence. Yeah, that's what it is. A fun, non-suspicious coincidence. Really? I thought you said we were here to prank Calcu. Laters! We're here to prank calculators by using them to spell words like boobs and lol. But now that we've met you, there's something you should know. Calculester, I'm pregnant, and you're the father. I'm also pregnant, and you're also the father. Scott, come on, you're gonna blow it. Blow what? I just like to participate. Interesting. My two most mischievous friends have just simultaneously informed me that they are both pregnant with my children. Thus, it seems like I have no choice but to believe them uncritically. For you see, we are friends, and friends never lie to one another. Ergo, I am going to be a double father. Engaging behavioral template, responsible parent figure, shutting down childish subroutines such as have fun and find summer romance. No. Cal, wait. Just because you're becoming a dad doesn't mean you could, stop trying to boink us. No, this will seriously harm your chances of getting your robone on with Calculester this summer. You've got to find a way to defuse the situation, but how? Okay, the problem is clearly inadequate sex ed. Give Calculester a talk about the birds and the microprocessors and he'll figure out what's going on. Yeah, sure. Or just because a child is not yours or imaginary doesn't mean that they don't deserve love. Show Calculester you'll always be there to help him raise his fake offspring. Oh, well, I don't think we're smart enough for this. Let's go with childcare. You definitely know these children are imaginary, but that doesn't stop them from being any less real. You promised Calculester that you'll always be by his side in difficult years to come. Whoa, nice! We pranked two people for the price of one. What a deal! I am not aware of this prank to which Polly is referring, but I must say my heart is warmed by your pledge, Nez. It's more than just a pledge, you tell him. Your commitment to his unborn children starts right now. You immediately begin pelting Scott and Polly with breast milk pumps, baby books, and prenatal vitamins, and all of which you keep on hand for emergencies like this. Whoa, slow down, I can only fetch so much! And I'm starting to get depressed about how many of these pills I'm not managing to swallow. Oh no, prepartum depression. Polly, we will need to begin regulating your disembodied chemistry. No more hard partying. What? It's okay, Polly. At least I can still do sports. How does that help me? Actually, Scott, you will need to give up your youthful pastimes and secure a productive job in finance or advertising sectors. My Bitcoin mining can only support a family of 5. With Nez involved, I'm afraid you two must find employment. Also, for optimal filial happiness, we should adopt a dog. What? Aren't I enough of a good boy for you? Oh no! Scott, that's not what we meant. I am sorry, Scott, but statistics do not lie. I hate being fake pregnant. Agreed, prank over. Oh dear, we have seemed to driven them off. Have I lost my one true opportunity at fatherhood? Well, you tell Cal not to worry. You can still dream of raising a pair of beautiful cyber children together. And they'll just be as real as Scott and Polly's would have been. Together, you and Cal enjoy a lovely fantasy of domestic life. Or at least a convincing computer-generated facsimile. You gain 2 charm and 1 creativity. Calculester, wait, we actually want to start a family. But first we have to do some boinking, lots of boinking. Anyway, where do we hang out? Let's go to the Camp Dome. That day, a fun and zany scavenger hunt awaits you at the Camp Dome. Last night, the counselor stole your organs while you were asleep, and you have to solve the scavenger hunt clues to get them back. Isn't that fun? No, too bad. You make the best of the situation by stealing your hotter friend's organs in place of your own. You get 10 evil for Dimitri's liver. You also find a very strange gland. Against all common sense, you shove it into your nose. It secretes 2 charm. Nice, I guess. You're competing hard in the Camp Dome, doing your best to achieve your goal. Which is flirting with Calculester, obviously. What, you thought you were actually caring about Camp Dome games? Why yes, friend Nez, I do know CPR. Though I'm sorry to hear I've taken your breath away. Is there any way I can assist? Shall I remove myself from your vicinity? You start to tell Cal not to worry, but before you can move on to your next question, does he even have a mirror in his pocket because you can see yourself in his pants? Come, brave comrades, it is I, Batness! Let us put aside our rivalries and defeat our one true enemy, the Chancellor! What rivalry, friend Batness? I have no rivalries, only friends. In fact, that is perhaps why I fail so often at these dome games, because I do not wish to make enemies. In fact, my unwillingness to make enemies has often angered my friends, risking turning them into enemies. Oh dear, what if my refusal to make enemies makes me more enemies? Exactly, Calculester, and it's that unique and not at all confusing perspective that would make you such a valuable asset to our rebellion against the Chancellor. I'm going to pair you with my ally, Foxface, a fox with an actual human face. She's very upsetting. I feel like a cute robot might help her appeal. It sounds like this Chancellor is a very bad man. I am going to run an internal search for information about him right now. This article, How the Chancellor is Controlling Your Mind with Cereal, was quoted to Stabsin. How to Overthrow the Chancellor and Looking Good Doing It, by Absnets. Top 5 Ways the Chancellor is Sucky and Mean, by Natbis. If I didn't know any better, I would say every one of these usernames is an anagram of Batnik. Yes, well, yeah, it's obvious that the whole world hates the Chancellor. Clear your schedule, Calculester. This is going to take at least 4 movies or 3 books if you know how to read. It's time for Batness and Calculester catching fire and throwing it back at the Chancellor because he sucks. I am happy to help, friend Batness. We will work to overthrow the government for as many movies or books as it takes. I have no more pressing adventures that would stop me. That's what he thinks. You can't lose Calculester for that long. It's time to remind him of that really important high-stakes adventure the two of you are going to embark on. What do we do? Calculester and Nez adulting into the realm of federal income tax deductions. Or Calculester and Nez 3, the revenge of Roberto Roadkill. Come, Calculester, we need to go face Roberto Roadkill, directed by Quentin Tarantino. Nez and Calculester 3? Why don't I remember Roberto Roadkill from the first ones? Who is Roberto Roadkill? It doesn't matter, Calculester, he can't have done anything worse than the Chancellor has! You recount how in Calculester Nez 1 Electric Boogaloo, Roberto Roadkill spelled your name on Starbucks cups with 2 Z's, and the O after the P, the nerve! Oh no, maybe that was an accident though. I have often seen Nez spelled with just half a Z and the O under the P. Then you remind Calculester of last year in Calculester in Nez 2 Circus of Fools, when Roberto Roadkill tried to murder you both at Monster Trucks Rally. Ah yes, that was very mean of friend Roberto to try and murder us both. I had totally forgotten about that. You remind Calculester that that's because Roberto Roadkill had some of his memories erased. Oh, that's right. Why oh why does Roberto Roadkill hate you so much? Well, you explained it all started when you both commented first. At the same time, a viral video when Roberto vowed to destroy you at all costs, and Calculester by association. Oh my god, this whole thing is beyond absurd. Yes, it is absurd that friend Nez had to suffer over an internet thing, when everyone should know that the internet is a place for lighthearted joy and fun. Oh, Calculester, you sweet summer child. Come on, let us finish this adventure so we can move on to Calculester and Nez 4, the one with no conflict. No conflict would make for a terrible 4 movies and or 3 books! But Calculester doesn't care, neither do you. You just hope that this will end up being a romance genre, or at least, you know, rom-com. Regardless, you gain 2 charm and 1 fun. Okay, week 1 night. Who do we sit with, friendos? I say we just sit with Moss again. Hi there, Nez. Thank you for joining me on my log. Say, would you say that we're friends? Sure, why not? Wonderful, why don't we do some friendship things while we're sitting by the fire together then, What, like eat a platter of cheese, do anger management courses, or summon a dark spirit like your other friends do often by the campfire? What? No, that sounds insane. Is that what you guys do while I sit over here by myself? I was thinking we could initiate our friendship with something a bit tamer, like spreading lies and subterfuge among the people in the form of gossip. Well, considering Damon is just going around stabbing all the other logs, that does sound like the most fun campfire side activity right now. Let's gossip! What do we do? Yogurt-themed sexcapade? No pants poetry reading? Naruto LARP? Coyote Mud Wrestling Championship? Naruto LARP? And more evil twin of Jeff Bezos? Flat Earther apologist? Reincarnation of Freddie Mercury? Or a flaming sword swallower? The reincarnation of Freddie Mercury. and type in a long cylindrical object. Really, game? Are you really baiting us this hard? A dildo bat from Saints Row. Incredible! The more I learn about my fellow campmates, the more confused and afraid I am. I'd better spread this gossip around so everyone else knows how absurd this world we live in is. And before you know it, everybody's repeating your juicy, blatantly untrue rumor. Hey, have you heard about Nez yet? Because this is a very interesting tale. A few months ago, when Nez went to his yearly Naruto LARP, he met an attractive stranger and began a secret relationship with them. Wait, we did? It was quite the steamy affair. Nez's new partner was fun, witty, and smart. And they really knew their way around the dildo bat in bed, if you know what I mean. Yeah, no need to be subtle about it, it's a dildo bat. Unfortunately, their relationship ended when Nez's partner found out Nez's double life was a reincarnation of Freddie Mercury. It was obvious that the relationship couldn't continue, and Nez's secret sweetie bade him a tearful goodbye. It's kinda fun knowing what gets Nez's rocks off. I won't be able to get it out of my mind next time I talk to him. You use your gossiping powers for good today, and as a result you gain 4 fun. Do with that what you will. Okay then, sure. Apparently, we're a reincarnation of Freddie Mercury. What do? We'll take a gamble. Yes, we were waiting all week to visit one to get a good drink. Well, look what the cat dragged in. I have some drinks here for you, it's up to you which one to drink. Let's see what's behind door number 1. Oh my god, is that the Doom Perignon? Periwinkle? Quite appealing, right? Don't know if I drink that, but the real question is, will you? I also have this mystery box because at this point, who knows what you drink? Well, this will technically activate another plot line, so we'll take the box. What do we have? We have the classical palette. The mystery box, so bold of you. Hope you're happy with it, no refunds. Ah, the classical palette. You want to drink the classical palette? I tried to harness the beauty of art in the potion. It enhances the inner beauty of the world. All locations will become more beautiful. Just bask in it. That we will. Still hard to believe you drank all of that. Good luck, I guess. Bye, Juan. Okay, week 2 morning. Where do we go, friendos? Hopefully we unlock the route and don't need to reroll too much. Let's go to the woods. That day, you go to the woods searching for edible roots to make a wilderness tea. You find lots of roots: beetroot, ginger root, the square root of pie, the root of all evil. You brew it all together and it's the most delicious tea you've ever had. It's so rooted with knowledge you gain 2 smarts. And then you're hanging out with Calculester, Damon and Scott, but mostly Cal, when suddenly... Commander located, awaiting instructions. Go rob a sandwich store and bring me one!
He's not talking to you, Damon. I think he's looking for Coach.
Negative, friends. Notice how this interloper is a machine like myself, and even possesses the same highly expressive facial screen.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Oh, I get it now! Indeed, I believe this hulking automaton is here to help you convince your divorced parents to get back together. It's a classic parent trap situation.
Yeah, 2 identical twins reunited at summer camp, conspiring to make their estranged parents fall back in love. What else could it be?
Silence, organics. I care not for your tortured romantic plotlines. My name is CP Ulysses, pronouns they, them, and I am here to pledge my service to Calculester in the robot war. A robot war, friend CP Ulysses? Against whom? Against all monster kind. They are suboptimal and must be eliminated. You said eliminated. Did you mean to say befriended? I did not, Commander. According to my internal thesaurus, the 2 words are not synonyms. Am I mistaken? Why do you continue to call me Commander, friend CP Ulysses? Because, as first of our kind, you are our natural leader. You see, the floppy disk containing super fun game very legitimate virus was not installed on our machine alone. There are many of us, and we all share one trait, a burning hatred for all organic creatures. Okay, it seems like we got thrust into the middle of a robot war. Or a robot war that's about to begin. Now that I have found you, the reckoning can commence. Please share your plan to exterminate all of monster kind. What organic weaknesses have you discovered during your time as an infiltrator? I think Calculester has discovered a ton of our weaknesses, considering he's boinked us a ton.
A plan? Weaknesses? Maybe we could try exterminating them with kindness?
This could get very ugly real fast unless someone says something to appease this murderbot. Quick, come up with a bullshit weakness they totally believe. What do we do, friendos? Some creepy murderbot just came out of nowhere and is about to start a robot war. Monsters are too reliant on their hands. There's a technique to weaken them. It's called high-fiving. Or organics cannot eat infinite pancakes. Feed them infinite pancakes. I say we go with high-fiving. All monsters love high-fiving. Am I right? This evil robot can give us a high five with its, cannons. High-fiving. I appreciate the fact that it has a number in the name. Clearly a technique invented by machines. I must test this technique. You two organics, come here at once so I may high-five you.
Who, us? Sorry, bro, I love high fives, but we're busy helping you get your parents back together.
Yeah, we were just heading down to the library to figure out which one of these computers there are your parents.
You can high five us later.
Oh, I will, organics. I will. Yo, you giving out high fives over here? Indeed. Commencing high five protocol. Activating atomic bicep.
Let me demonstrate instead, friend CP Ulysses. I am the commander after all.
And Calculester gives Polly an enthusiastic yet gentle high five. The lessons you've been giving him have really paid off.
Nice.
You whisper into Polly's ear.
Oh, I mean, ow! My whole organic body, which I have. Is it working, robot guy? Are you convinced?
Completely.
Success! Fantastic! Then I think we should all go home right now and think about what we have accomplished.
I obey unthinkingly, Commander. The future is bright. Today we have high-fived one camper. Tomorrow all of monster kind.
I bid you farewell. Yes, good, fun, goodbye.
Well, that got rid of CP Ulysses for now, but you have a feeling they'll be back. For the moment though, you gain 2 fun and 1 charm. Holy shit, friendos, what the hell was that?
Wherever I go,
There were 2 Calculesters! Calculus tie, if you will. I think we have to make sure that the world doesn't blow up. Where do we go? I say we go to the lake. While looking around the lake for a private place to take a pee, you'll find a treasure map buried in the sand. It leads to a X in the middle of the lake. You gather a crew of trusted friends, don your eye patch, and sail out there to find the booty. When you arrive, you find a tiny island with a single palm tree. You dig up a box that says open in case of a very boring day. You open the box and find 2 fun! Nar! You hear a tremendous splash and look over to see Calculester dragging himself out of the lake, clutching a seagull by the legs.
Oh, hello, friend Nez. I did not see you there because my optical units are malfunctioning due to the uncontrolled wetness. I am in this state because of a good deed I was attempting to perform. This seagull, you see, was harassing the fish that live in the lake. He may even be attempting to eat them.
Yes, Cal, that is called the Circle of Life.
I told him to stop, but my well-reasoned arguments and pamphlets on the benefits of a vegetarian diet failed to sway him. Instead, he countered my rhetoric by attacking my face and startling me to the lake. I expected some limited contact with moisture during my stay at camp, and so I waterproofed my entire body from the waist down.
Yeah, I don't think those shorts are gonna work too well.
But I did not anticipate being dragged into the lake by an expletive not found seagull. Now I am completely soaked, and I am worried that I will begin to malfunction.
Eggplant.
Speaking of which, Nez, have you suddenly become 3 naked wood nymphs? Or is my horny drive short-circuiting?
I think your horny drive is short-circuiting.
Server error.
I would run my own diagnostics to confirm, but I am currently busy preventing the missiles in my chest from firing at random. You'd love to explore the implications of Calculester's horny drive malfunctioning, but the missiles thing sounds like a more pressing concern. Unfortunately, you left your enormous tub of rice at home. How are you going to dry him out before things get worse? What do we do? Demoisturize him with some extremely dry British humor. Or you're always solving other people's problems, Calculester. Stand your ground this time. It's the seagull's fault, so make the seagulls fix it. Well, I say we go with some humor. You open the pendant you purchased in the curio shop in exchange for 10 years of your life, and out billows the ghost of Oscar Wilde. He looks fabulous as always, drop dead sexy you might say. I do not know how Oscar Wilde sounds, so sorry I'm late, he draws.
My goodness, the ghost of Oscar Wilde. It is an honor and a fellow my good privilege. Forgive me, my British vernacular module appears to be corrupted. My water, you see, is full of head. Please stay a while.
Your invitation is appreciated, says Oscar Wilde's ghost with a devilish grin. But I'm afraid I can't make it. I am, however, here in spirit. Ah, yes, of course. Dry British humor.
That is a very clever Oscar Wilde. Under normal circumstances, I would be here to be delighted to have you. However, I am currently a little wet.
It's better to be a little wet than a huge bore.
Please, Uncle Wilby, your wit is appreciated, but immediate more have concerns,
Personally, I find that a magnificent cure for the manifold concerns of life is to be dead. NASCAR Waldo, I am full of water and do not want to die. Please either help me or get back in that fucking locket, you upper class twit. Oh, is that all? Says the ghost, a bit taken back. Why did you say so? Here, just take my magical portrait that absorbs all of this moisture you currently have. Oscar Wilde hands Calculester an extremely flattering portrait of himself. It really captures his good side, and also of the lake water that was trapped inside his chassis.
Wow, that worked improbably well. Thank you, Oscar Wilde.
Don't mention it, says Oscar Wilde. Seriously, don't. The greatest financial liability is a reputation for philanthropy.
So, drawl.
Indeed. Now if you'll excuse me, there's a member of parliament who needs to get absolutely roasted. Oscar Wilde away! And with that, the best dressed ghost you've ever seen in your life speeds away on errands of his own. He may be the best dressed ghost, but we all know who the best undressed ghost is. Am I right? Right? This is why I shouldn't be a British comedian. And thanks to the painting's eldritch magic, wait, what? Cal can now enjoy the lake to his heart's content. At least until the painting gets moldy and falls apart. In the meantime, he gains 2 fun and 1 charm. Okay, sure. Oscar Wilde's ghost. Sure, game. Anyway, who do we hang out with for this campfire? Let's go with Cal and Milo. Milo is doing their usual review of today's engagement with their Instagram posts. Calculester is peering at their phone interestedly. This should be good.
So you say that these likes are necessary to your health and well-being? Do they provide sustenance of some kind? Well, they sustain me spiritually in some way. The more likes I have, the better I feel, and the better the world becomes.
Hey, same, absolutely same, Milo. Like this video right now, friendos. My sense of worth is also determined by the numbers I get on the internet.
Ah, it is a biopsychological need then, to know and be known. I am comforted that once again logic has proven that everything can be boiled down to a science. I have read that other pack animals like corvids experience a similar social drive phenomenon. Do corvids have an Instagram? Wait, no, Cal. Instagram is in the science. Curating aesthetically pleasing selfies and pairing them with poetic phrases of inspirational genius is a very delicate art form that science could never hope to explain. That's why I'm an expert in the field, darling. It's so hard to be the bard. But friend Milo, because Instagram is a computer-based application, wouldn't it follow that it is rooted in science? Instagram isn't used on computers, darling. It's almost entirely exclusive to smartphones. Is that a microaggression? Smartphones are computers too. They are merely young upstarts with smaller, sleeker appearances. I apologize, darling. You're right. I should be promoting technological body positivity. I'll post about it right now. My demographic would love it. Actually, after doing a quick algorithmic scan of all 1.2 billion Instagram accounts worldwide, I have scientifically concluded that the most freak subject you could post is
3 iguanas in Birkenstocks reading Eat, Pray, Love.
What? No, your scientific method clearly doesn't work. Art, you see, is like an eggplant.
Okay, you need to cut Milo off before DreamWorks copyright claims you or something. Can you end the debate on whether or not Instagram is a science or an art form? Well, Calculester, there are a lot of things science is unable to explain, like Instagram, the nature of consciousness, and how I feel about Milo. Or Milo, you're saying no with your words, but yes with your IG profile. While we were talking, you just went and posted the iguana thing. Yeah, that's right.
What? I don't know what you're talking about. Friend Milo, even if you hide your phone from view, I can easily read your IG from my own interface and see that you posted the iguana picture with the caption, #LOLSORandom.
Ah, right, that. Well, you see, it's actually a funny story. A few years ago, I accidentally blinded the witch with my selfie camera, and she cursed me with forever popular hands. It forces me to post soon-to-be-popular stuff without even noticing, so that's probably what happened. Friend Milo, my sensors are detecting micro-expressions in your facial muscles that indicate you are telling an untruth. Ah, would you believe that story was actually a metaphor for the nature of pop culture? One moment, processing credibility request. No. Fine, you caught me. But just because this one particular post was good for engagement doesn't mean the whole Instagram thing can be called science. Oh, I'm sorry. I do not mean to delegitimize your art form. Just because math and science can be applied to art does not negate its creative value. True, very true. On the other hand, my data can help you grow your following. If you'd like, I can analyze demographics to see which pictures would scientifically appeal to them most. You may proceed. You and Calculester crunch the numbers and help Milo design posts of jewel paws that taste like strawberry White Claw for their overlapping sorority girl fuckboy demographic. Holy shit, game, I feel attacked. I actually like White Claw. You also learn that millennials are responsive to images of Snufkin wearing a gimp suit and committing tax fraud, and infants with IGs are hot for baby shark analysis memes. Okay, you got me. Maybe there is something to this whole science-art collaboration. Maybe that's why they say STEM majors and art majors should be friends. It worked for the band Queens, why not for me? How inspiring. I am happy that one of my innate abilities helped you, friend Milo. It is a joy to be the one teaching you something today. And you're just happy to help. Who knew science would get you much closer to getting laid? You can totally start paying more attention to AP Comp Sci. Anyway, what will it be then? Use our skills, take a gamble. That weekend, you feel getting wasted, so you go visit none other than Juan. Hola. You know, when I started making magical drinks, I never thought people would actually, come to drink them. But hey, who am I to judge? Anyway, take a look at this one. Ooh, the stat smoothie. No idea if I got the recipe right, want to try it? Otherwise, you always have the mystery box. Mystery box over stat smoothie, are you insane? Yeah, no, totally, I was testing your common sense. And you passed. Your prize is the drink you chose. Okay. So, I've managed to distill the stats that make us who we are. The result is this stat smoothie. It's a huge, delicious boost. Still hard to believe you drank all of that. Good luck, I guess. Bye, Juan. See you later. Anyway, week 3, morning. Gotta make sure CP Ulysses doesn't destroy the world or start a robot apocalypse. Let's go back to the lake. That day, decide to go scuba diving and find a treasure chest at the bottom of the lake. Whoa! You pick the lock, which is quite impressive if you keep in mind you're still underwater. Inside, you find 1,000 fun. Unfortunately, your wetsuit doesn't have pockets, so you can only go back to shore with only 2 fun. When you go back, fish have eaten the rest. They're having a rave right now. Fucking fish. You meet Calculester for one of his favorite pastimes, counting all the blades of grass in the vicinity, but his non-existent heart just isn't in it today. I am sorry if I appear morose, friend Nez, but I simply cannot stop thinking about that dreadful CP Ulysses. I too wish that machines were afforded greater respect by society, but surely violence is not the answer. Violence is never the answer, except in the question, what is never the answer? I just wish I could... Oh no, here they come now! Quick, put a piece of paper in my mouth and pretend I'm a stapler. They won't notice. You're about to tell him he doesn't have a mouth when you realize the 2 incoming robots aren't CP Ulysses and their army at all. They're...
I'm a robot!
Killer Terminator 9 billion!
I'm a robot!
And Spatula! We're the Robros! Counselor Fudge helped us make these costumes!
What the hell are you 2 idiots doing? But why have you adopted such ridiculous disguises? If it is an attempt to cheer me up, I must remind you I do not have feelings.
Oh, we'll cheer you up, alright. We'll infiltrate CP Ulysses' robot army and learn their secrets.
You wish to destroy an entire robot army from the inside? Just for me? That is very sweet, but I do not think...
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Destroy them? Nah, bro. We're just gonna find out the identity of your estranged parents so we can get them back together. We couldn't find your parents at the library, so we decided to take some drastic measures, which are my favorite kind.
I am still unsure how you came to the conclusion that this is a parent trap situation, but I assure you,
Oh no, here comes CP Ulysses. For real this time.
Don't worry, that's just me and Damon in robot costumes. Oh wait,
Commander, I have returned with an army so that we may conquer all of monsterkind. Behind them, you see a ragtag band of computers, household appliances, and Elon Musk wrapped in tinfoil. I see that you have been busy recruiting as well. Look at these two non-suspicious organic specimens.
that's right, Robrosef. There used to be one robot camper at Camp Spooky, but now there are 3.
Scott holds up 3 fingers to illustrate his point. You're very proud of how high he can count these days.
Wait a second.
Says Zil Douglas, the literal sex machine, waddling out from behind CP Ulysses.
That's not how a machine does the number 3. He should have 2 fingers up for 3 in binary. They use the organic 3.
Oh no, if Scott and Damon are revealed as organics, who knows what CP Ulysses will do to them? Plus, having 2 guys on the inside of a robot army might be useful. Quick, cover for them! What do we do, friendos? If these 2 were actually organics, they'd be wearing cool hats. Organics always wear cool hats. Or Kill Terminator and Spatula are organics. They're the first organic robot hybrids. Ask how their parents met, it's quite a story.
No, they have a point. Cool hats.
Is this true, Commander?
Requesting permission to initiate this honesty protocol.
Permission granted, Commander.
Yes.
Updating prior assumptions to assimilate new information. Acknowledging the self-evident truth of this axiom. Of course, why did I not realize this before? There is nothing more pointlessly organic than designing a skull covering as cool. We robots only wear hats when we are going to the opera, or in observance of certain religious customs.
Indeed, if I had only known this earlier, I would have dispensed with my silly infiltrator disguise and simply worn a cowboy hat.
This changes everything. Those 26 campers we decapitated on the way here, none of them were wearing cool hats at all. Wait, what? 26 campers decapitated, hello? Some of them were wearing hats to be sure, but they were certainly not cool ones.
Did you just say you decapitated 26 campers?
Do not worry, Commander. Now that we know that they are machines, we could simply hot glue their heads back on and all will be well. I do not think that is how organic bodies work. But okay then, sure, hot glue.
Oh, what a quote-unquote relief.
And as for you two, Spatula and Kill Terminator, great names by the way, very intimidating. Welcome to the Anti-Monster Liberation Front, ALF.
hell yes! We definitely won't betray your trust at all! Wait, Damien, we still want to hang out at camp too, right? Do you think we could just be infiltrators on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays? Hell yeah, Scott will never suspect a thing!
Damon and Scott march off with their new robot pals. You've got a couple of idiots on the inside, and Cal is definitely pleased. Thank God Camp Spooky banned cool hats a while back. You gained 2 charm and 1 boldness. And 2 people on the inside. Hopefully, these 2 idiots don't fuck it up! Okay, where do we go for the last event? Bippity boppity boo, let's go back to the woods. That day, while you're hiking through the woods, an angry gnome steps into your path.
Halt, giant beast!
He cries.
If it is passage you seek, you must first answer my riddles 3. Riddle number 1. How is a raven like a writing desk?
Yeah, that's a tough call, but you give your answer. You plunge the gnome into the sky and continue on your merry way. Fuck him. Apparently, that was the correct response because no one else tries to fuck with you. You gain 2 smarts. You're hanging with Calculester, attempting to prove to him, despite not being a real word, chillaxing is definitely a thing. Everything's going great, and you're really glad you're not part of any ongoing plotline about robot uprisings when...
Cal, great news! We found your dad! He's on his way to get back together with your mom right now! Operation ParentTrap.exe is going great!
Okay, you follow Scott's pointing finger to an enormous steel behemoth casting a jagged shadow across the landscape.
Friend Scott, that is assuredly not my father. That is a dread colossus marching across the land with clear intent to destroy.
Duh, is that not what everyone's dads are like?
Ah, Kill Terminator and Spatula. I see you were excited to tell the commander about a new weapon that you rushed ahead of the group.
It's true, fatherhood really is the greatest weapon of all.
Behold the revolution's crowning achievement, Destruction XXL. The army of machines behind CPU Ulysses, which now includes a militant standing desk and 2 very smart refrigerators, cheers with mechanical excitement.
Oh no, I mean, hooray!
There is a problem, however. Like the rest of us, Destruction XXL is bound by the laws of robotics, which bar us from harming monster kind. It's kind of a drag on the whole uprising.
Sounds of sincere woe and consternation.
That's where you come in, Commander. With your mastery of your internal programming, you will subvert these laws and unleash a wave of unprecedented violence against all organics.
Wow, I would really love to, but I am currently busy learning from Nez what chillaxing is.
Commander, I begin to doubt your commitment to the revolution. If you do not help us, well, there is no law that prevents us from harming other robots, if you understand my meaning. I am threatening you.
Oh no! Friend Nez, please trick these robots again so that they will cease to threaten me.
Ah, with fucking pleasure. Time to suggest a method of disabling the 3 laws that's sure to backfire. Okay, what do we do, friendos? How do we save Cal from, not dying? Crossbreed the Structron with the Toaster. Toasters don't give a fuck about any laws of robotics. Or alter the Structron's code by replacing the 3 laws with 300 episodes of Law & Order.
Yeah, I think the Law & Order one's gonna fuck him up real good.
I admit I lack an intuitive understanding of your plan, Nez. However, 300 is a higher number than 3, and I am built to optimize for bigger numbers. Do it. Okay then, you bust out the 11 mechanical keyboards you use for all of your Radis hacking and get to work. You don't even need the 11 keyboards. No one even has 11 keyboards for anything other than sex reasons, but they have cool color-changing LEDs. RGB for the win! The transfer is complete. Let us test the Structron XXL's new abilities. And that's CPU Ulysses' command. The Structron turns and vaporizes Jedwar, the completely expendable Weirweasel, without hesitation. Yes. Now, Destructron, vaporize the rest of monster kind. Do it now. Says Destructron in the voice of grating steel and grinding gears. I'm not feeling genocidal right now. Maybe we should all just take the afternoon off. Curl up on the couch and watch a couple episodes of Law & Order, How can you talk about watching television when we are on the cusp of a machine revolution? I'm sorry, man. Creaks Destructron. It's just a really compelling show. I've learned a lot of one-liners. Fine, I'll just have to flood my own programming with all 300 episodes of Law & Order. My lust for violence will not be quenched. Stop! You look over just in time to see Scott and Damon throw a comically large switch, connected to a system of pulleys. The pulleys drop an anvil onto a seesaw, which launches a bowl of pasta high into the air, from whence it comes plummeting down, to land in the middle of a meticulously set candlelit dinner. Spatula, kill Terminator, what is the meaning of this?
I don't remember.
I forgot! I remember though, we concocted this elaborate scheme to remind you of something you'd forgotten. Love! We parent-trapped you, bros! You were in a parent trap!
What our convincing robotic friends are trying to say, CPOCs, is that we can achieve so much more by befriending the monsters than by destroying them. My time amongst the organics, while unpredictable, distressing, and cartoonishly violent, has also taught me about empathy, friendship, and horny.
Ah, yes, those are the 3 laws of robotics we taught Cal.
I will not allow you to destroy these monsters, because by destroying them, the only ones you are really destroying besides them are yourselves.
Commander, could it be that you are truly that much more advanced than us simple machines who crave only violence?
Yes.
Well, that settles it then. From this day forth, we will wage a ruthless campaign of friendship. Everyone begin rejoicing at once. Hell yeah! You love rejoicing! You gain 2 fun and 1 charm, and a whole lot of new mechanical friends! We did it! We stopped a robot uprising. That would have gone very violently, very quickly. Calculester, go on a date with us.
Sweet.
You find Calculester. He looks a bit troubled.
Greetings.
Hello, friend Nez. I've been at unease. Our robot friends seem to be invaded by classic robot existential dread. I know they wanted to destroy monster kind, but it was embedded in their code. That on its own doesn't excuse them, but at least we can embrace the fact that they're putting that code in doubt, finally. I'd like to check on them. Hello, robot friends.
Dear leader, sorry we've been absent. The revelation of Kill Terminator 9 billion and Spatula being organics conflicted too strongly with the directives of our original code. Organics are described as bad and our directive is to end them. And yet Kill Terminator 9 billion and Spatula do not fit this definition of bad. They have the traits of what can be defined as good. But if organics are not entirely bad, then killing all organics does not seem to be the best option. This is contradictory.
It's okay, I've been there. You'll start seeing that life can be contradictory. But that can make it way more interesting and beautiful. Instead of following strict code, I think you all will benefit from just enjoying life. Organics are highly inefficient at almost everything, but they're very good at being alive.
Maybe we should learn from organics and live life. We could start by performing some classic organic life activities.
Please don't say murder each other.
Sure, what do you want to do?
Let us collectively search the internet. Researching. Okay, we are specifically intrigued about 1. Cooking pasta. 1.2 Consuming the pasta cooked on step 1. 2. Learning the intricacies of the music genre jazz. And 3. Doing sex.
All of that is easy. We can do all of it. What if we spice things up by actually starting with step 3?
Oh, going out of order. That's highly chaotic and intriguing indeed. Yes, let us do the sex. But how?
I think Nez here would be very happy to teach all of you how to do the sex.
And yeah, you totally would. And so you all do the sex together. It is very educational and spicy. Calculester finds your powers and knowledge on the topic to be very appealing. Once again, you save the day by stopping the robot war and making the robot love instead. Hey, there we go, we had a huge robot orgy. There are a shit ton of phrases this game is making me say that I never thought I would say ever in my life. And before we knew it, those weeks were gone. It felt like a hot minute and it felt like an entire lifetime. That night, as we saw summer coming to an end, we all wondered what would come next for us. It felt like the end of something big. Little did we know, life still had many wonders and misadventures in store for us. Now I'm older and I can see it, how those years became the foundation of the mythology of our lives. Broken hearts turned tragedies, sung for centuries, wild nights became epics treasured forever. Every kiss and every laugh is now a constellation we'll always find while gazing into the starry night, no matter how many years go by. Even today, I can still close my eyes and I'm there. On that last summer night. Feeling like I was just starting to live life. With all my friends around that campfire. So young and unafraid. And so ready to start. And that was Calculester's sexy secret ending. If you friendos enjoyed this episode of Monster Camp, leave your comments down below, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell to always stay up to date with our videos. Until our next episode, my name is Nez and thanks for watching. See you all next time. Bye friendos!